flying fighter jets at over 1,500 miles an hour, saving lives as a medic or a nurse, fixing multi-million-dollar aircraft and equipment. I'm sure that most of you are saying that you'll never do any of these things, right? Well, let alone get paid to do them. Well, I say that little voice in your head is wrong. Tell it to quiet down, because all these things and more can be a part of your life every single day. And yes, you can get paid to do them and get educational benefits while in the process. I know it sounds a little too good to be true. The military is absolutely life-changing. Joining the military can absolutely flip your world upside down. The Air Force can get you on your feet financially, or any branch for that matter. I will more than likely be using the Air Force as an example throughout this presentation because I myself am in the Air Force. For the Air Force, I had zero money, always had no money in the bank, worried about getting food, gas, you name it. So I understand if you're having financial struggles outside the Air Force, the Marines, the Army, the Navy, all of them. If you're struggling in the civilian world, the military is the thing for you. You sign on, you get a job, you get food, you get everything you need. It's great. The Air Force will also allow you to travel the world for free. And once again, not just the Air Force, all the branches. There's tons of bases all over the United States and the world, and you get paid to go there. All these exotic locations that you always saw in magazines you never thought you'd go, they can open the door and get you there. The military can not only set you up with a lifelong career, but a great retirement as well. For the Air Force, I never ever thought that I'd be putting money back for retirement. Never even crossed my mind. The second I got in, they got me set up with a retirement plan, and I've got a couple grand in a retirement account right now, and I add to it every time I get paid. It's freaking great. I love it. Just a little background on me and myself. For the Air Force, I was working construction, and it was one hell of a job. I do everything. Electrical, plumbing, carpentry, you name it. I learned it when I was a little kid with my dad and just kind of figured that was what I could do. It was the only skill set I had. So I was working in this lady's basement one day and was literally knee deep in human crap. That's how bad my job was. And, I just stopped and I told myself that I didn't want to be doing this when I was 30. I wanted more for my life, and I wanted more just in general. I knew I had more to offer than what I was doing, and I knew I could accomplish more with my life. And at the time, the Air Force seemed like that avenue for me. Went in the very next day after that job and signed on with the Air Force, and here I am. Got a great career, got a great life, and I love it. It's absolutely amazing. And it changed my life almost overnight. It was great. Now, I know that the first thing that most people think of when they are thinking of the military is, the deployments. Oh my gosh, I can't join the Air Force. I can't join the Army. Oh no, I'll have to go on deployments. They're so scary. Well, let me tell you firsthand that they are not that bad at all. And they are actually a great opportunity to go experience other cultures, get paid a lot of money, and do things that you'd never thought you could do. They give you tons of different incentive pays while you're overseas. My wife and I just recently went through a deployment, and we got paid an extra $250 a month just purely for being separated from each other. They really try and take care of you while you're over there. There are tons of different programs for you and your family to have everything you need during the deployment. If you're worried about kids, your wife is just a stay-at-home mom, or your husband's a stay-at-home dad, They have tons of programs to help you out and help your family through the transition period, especially if it's your first time. It can be kind of weird, kind of off or whatever, but I promise once you get going, it's great. The extra pay is nice, and you really are surrounded by a group of people that are your family. And whoever's at home station with your family is going to take care of them. They're going to look out for you and your family. You can also, something that a lot of people don't ever think about is when you're over there, you get this huge sense of pride that fills you because you are impacting the world on a global scale. You're making a difference in other countries, not just your own, but at the same time protecting the freedoms and benefits that we love so much in the United States. And it is an amazing feeling, let me tell you that. And it's something that you're just probably never going to experience in the civilian world. So, deployment's not a big deal. Now, you're saying, hey, what am I going to do while I'm over there for 6 months or whatever? Well, you could use your education benefits that are absolutely amazing to fill your free time and get a degree. That's right, the military's got amazing education benefits, which I'm actually using right now. Unlike going to school as a civilian, you have a good paying job while you're going to school. You're not working at Burger King, you're not trying to get some part-time job that's going to drive you nuts and not pay very well. You got full medical benefits, you got good pay. Everything that you need is taken care of so you can focus on your degree. And between tuition assistance and the Montgomery GI Bill, you do not pay a dime, and in some instances actually get to keep some of that money to put towards textbooks, school supplies, anything, you name it. They're going to cover it, and it is fantastic. And they're not only going to help you set up these benefits in your education, it's not only going to help you set up for life outside the military, but you will have no school debt. How many college kids, guys and gals, do you know that get out of college and they're up to their eyeballs in debt, and they can't even enjoy their degree and the amount of money they're making after college because they're doing nothing but paying off school debt? Well, after the military, you don't have that problem because you don't have any school debt. You have a degree, you have money saved up from that good paying job you've had while you're getting your degree, and now you're ready to tackle the civilian world and transfer into civilian life again if you so choose. Now if you decide that, okay, hey, I want to stay in the military for a while, I want to travel around, well, there's tons of travel opportunities for you. The military has bases in over 63 countries worldwide. 63 different countries that you could visit. They're all at your fingertips. The possibilities for travel are absolutely endless. Even if you're stationed stateside, there are programs like Space Age Travel and to get you to exotic locations for free. So basically what that is you have a tanker that lands at your base, or a heavy, which is what we call them in the Air Force. They're just essentially large frame aircraft that carry personnel, and you can hop on one for free if you sign up in time and go to Japan, Germany, Italy, you name it, wherever there's a base, wherever they're flying. The world is your playground. It's fantastic. I know people, including my wife, that have been everywhere from Dubai to Turkey all in the same year. That's right, Dubai. Sounds pretty awesome, doesn't it? All while being stationed in the United States. There's tons of opportunities for travel. You will not be bored whatsoever. And again, they're going to pay you to do it 100%. With no education, no training of any special kind whatsoever. Starting pay in the Air Force, for example, is $18,802 a year. That's not including your housing allowance, which you get purely to get a house, get an apartment, or your BAS, as we call it, which is your basic allowance for sustenance. That is literally free money they give you every month just to make sure that you're fed. You have free health care while you're in, so you never have to worry about getting injured and not having the money to pay for it, medical bills racking up. It's all covered for you, 100%. Medications, free. Going to the doctor for a cold, free. You gotta love it. How about you guys? But free sounds pretty awesome to me. Military also has an amazing retirement program. I had mentioned earlier that I am actually contributing my retirement right now. And after 20 years of honorable service in the military, I can knock back half of the base pay of the rank that I retire at for the rest of my life with medical benefits. So let's say, for example, that I retire as an 06, which is a full bird colonel in the United States Air Force. They make about 10 grand a month, just as a nice even round number. So imagine getting 5 grand a month for literally doing nothing with medical benefits for the rest of your life. That's awesome, and that's where I'm headed. All of these amazing things are just a car trip away. Just go into the recruiter's office, talk to him. In hindsight, I'm surprised at how unwise I was for not joining the Air Force sooner. I would have been far more set up in my life, and heck, I may have already had a free bachelor's degree. Who knows? If you're like me before the military and you're looking for a change in your life, there's no quicker or more gratifying way to reach your goals. The military will open doors that you never thought would be open to you, pay you to do it, open education doors for you. I never thought I'd get a bachelor's, and yet here I am. And the sky's the limit. We have a saying in the Air Force: aim high, fly, fight, and win. So my friends, aim high. Go ahead to a recruiting office, see what your options are, and who knows, you may be flying next to me in some 1,500 mile an hour fighter someday. Thank you.